If I'm being completely honest, one thing I can't stand about Pokemon fans is the omega glazing people have when it comes to the golden era of Pokemon. Oh my god, the DS Pokemon games were the best ever! Pokemon will never be such a 3D anymore. Ooh, I need to change the pants. This behavior kind of reminds me of how a Genwunner would act. If you guys don't know what a Genwunner is, this clip explains it pretty well.
A Genwunner. He's one of the Pokemon fans that refuses to accept any of the newer Pokemon and only sticks with Generation 1.
Now, in the year of 2024, Genwunners basically don't really exist nowadays, but some of the Gen Z Pokemon fans, like you and me, are starting to act like Genwunners, and I'm here to answer the question: are Gen Z Pokemon fans turning into modern day Genwunners? And before we move on with the video, why not subscribe? I post tons of Pokemon videos just like this one, and if you think you're subscribed, just double check and make sure, since only 2% of people who actually watch my videos are actually subscribed, which is like 30 fucking people, man. You know, every time I look at the statistics like that, I really wonder if I should just, I don't know, grab a gun and shoot my nuts with it instead. But that's probably for another time. But anyways, let's just get on with the video. Now, one thing I see Gen Z Pokemon fans that screams Genwunner is how people will put the older Pokemon games on an unhealthy pedestal. Now, I must clarify that it's not a bad thing to like the older Pokemon games. In fact, if you do like them, good for you. I like them too. But what I see some of these people do is they see that their favorite game is a gift from God, and anyone who says otherwise isn't a true Pokemon fan, or whatever they say nowadays. I remember I made a video saying HCSS is an overrated Pokemon game. Now, did I call the game hot garbage for some clicks? Yes, I did. However, I did have real criticisms of the game, and people who did actually watch the video can't accept that their precious Pokemon games have any flaws to them. Pokemon Platinum is my favorite Pokemon game, but at least I can acknowledge that the game isn't perfect. No Pokemon game is. Also, I'm pretty sure someone told me to kill myself for saying HCSS is overrated, which definitely isn't the first time someone has told me to kill myself, but it probably won't be the last time either. A lot of these Pokemon fans are still wearing the nostalgia goggles on even into adulthood. You know how many video essays I've seen of people glazing these games? Again, it's not a bad thing until I see these guys say, yeah, Pokemon died after Pokemon Black and White too. And then you have people who like Diamond and Pearl, and then they say they hate BDSP. Like, what? Either like both sets of the games or don't. You must be smoking some type of crack if you say you like Diamond and Pearl but hate on BDSP. And if that's the case, then can I have some? Also, don't get me started with those shitty ass Twitter engagement accounts, which I'll most likely talk about in a future video if people want me to. Overall, the glazing for the older Pokemon games has been insane. Again, it's not a bad thing, but if you hate on someone for not liking a game you like, then please get a life. Now let's talk about something these Gen Z Genwunners also like to say. So I see people say that Pokemon should go back to the 2D sprites. Okay, I'll make this one brief. I like the 2D sprites over the 3D models, but you honestly have to be very delusional if you think Game Freak will ever revert back to the 2D sprites. You're just inhaling some type of insane copium if you think that. Anyways, let's talk about the actual Pokemon designs that these Gen Z Genwunners also like to talk about. Now, back when Genwunners was still around, it was basically a meme of Genwunners hitting on not organic creatures, but seeing nothing wrong with 3 Magnemites fused together. But Gen Z Genwunners thankfully don't have this issue, as they'll welcome the new Pokemon with open arms. A lot of these very popular Pokemon nowadays are Gen 9 Pokemon, which is pretty surprising. So good on them, I guess. Also, if Genwunners still did exist, someone would probably end themselves when they find out Sandy Shocks is a real Pokemon with the name Sandy Shocks. But yeah, I'm done ranting about this shit. I'm writing the script to this video at 3 in the morning and it really feels like I'm actually gonna pass out. Sorry if this video felt short, and hopefully I can try to make a longer one next week. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for today's video, if you haven't already known. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord server, and comment down below your thoughts on Genwunners. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.